All right, team. Garrett, this one will be for you. We got game 3 of our series against Wash U yesterday in the finals. I didn't pick this one for you in any particular reason. I just didn't want to go over game 1 because that one was just sloppy and everybody just played with nerves. Rogue wants to be in the shot a little bit. But yeah, hopefully there's some good stuff here for you. Good catch. I like the possession. You probably need to go, once you get the ball rolling and you want to go up the wall, you probably need to go to ball cam here, because once you're on car cam with the ball on the wall, it's really hard to tell what's going on because you don't see the field. You're just like looking to the moon, and I think that's why you mistouched that. Like you just got to be able to possess that. The pass back's okay. If you really want to pass back, I think you need to backflip this. You don't really have people there, and you have no way of knowing if someone's going to be challenging you. Luckily, they were turning back. But I think what happened, I noticed this last game, you give possession away a lot. And it's fine if you mess up, but you need to learn that if you like get a mistouch or you like drive under the ball like that, how to recover and then maybe get a 50 or just put it in a position where they're not going to get a free ball. This touch right here, you just got lucky that electric step is there to get it rather than one of them. I like that. Jumped early. Almost got it. We almost got a goal out of it. Your job here is to just buy time. You maybe could have gone sooner. That was really scary. If he flip reset instead of getting a touch there, you got to go now. You have to go now and just try to force. That's the only shot you have. Because if he flip resets right there, you're scored on. You're absolutely scored. This shadow. I guess you're going to that mid boost. Boost management there was a little scary. If you just use 50, you don't need to get this full boost. You didn't even get it. Just grab pad, sit back post, be ready to attack. Like imagine the world in which you just turn in here, grab some pads, maybe you can be up here, and then you're going and you already have momentum. Just didn't need that full boost right there. That made that pretty scary. I like this. You just 50. Nice. You probably could have dodged that bump. Oh, you need to go on that way sooner. You're just pointing the wrong way. You're pointing over here. You got to be pointing. Just all you got to do is drive across the goal line and then flip the ball to the side or flip it forward. You just gotta, whatever you do, you can't be on the left side of the ball here, and you got to go right away. These take so long. Almost own goal there. You can be up closer to support him. You're kind of just like covering nothing right now. You're not covering like boom, and you're not up to support. You can be up here right now, right next to him. In case any 50 goes bad, you can be closer to get that. We'll watch again to see. And you don't have a good angle to shoot that because you didn't have time to like swing around. But I like that you went for it. I like this. Hopefully you can get it back to you. Good try. This is fine. This is incredibly risky. I would advise against what you did right here. Everybody is pushing like this way, and you're coming at the ball this way. If you try to cut it back and they read that and jump here, that's in the net. You're last man. You can't afford to do that. You have to push the ball in the same direction that everyone's coming at it. So that way, if they challenge like this and you challenge like this, the only way that the 50 can go is that way. And even if it goes off the wall and then back middle, like that usually buys enough time in threes. But you just can't afford to get dunked in the net. So I would advise trying to make your outplay in that direction. Also, you can kind of tell that at this point, you're not going to be able to get like a sidewall read towards the net or towards the backboard. I would just turn and boost out of the way. You don't want to double this. Yeah, this is fine. Just let him do his thing. You maybe could have been closer to support him. So you're here. I would have wave dash forward there. And honestly, maybe even flip to this boost sooner. And just put more pressure. There was just no pressure. This is mostly just Colin's fault for missing this, but I want to see how you're positioned. Like, you're here. You have two options. You can either try to cut a swing wider to play defense from this angle, so you're cutting off the net from here, which some people don't realize that playing in the position of like a close shooter is almost best defense, because you can get to the ball first and just hit it to the side. So you either need to swing wide to play defense here, or you need to come behind Colin, assuming that any clear he makes, since he's on the backboard, is going to go to that side of the pitch, and now you are in the new back post. So you got to make one of those decisions, and you just end up driving and just at the post, not doing anything. You get bumped because even if you didn't get bumped, like, I don't know what you would have done there realistically. But just to prove my point, if you swung out wide here and you see that he misses it, you might be able to turn in here and kind of just hit the side of the ball and clear it back to the corner. Basically what Sean tried to do, but he was just a little late getting there. You just got to get to net. No, you can't go off of that. I guess you're trying to cover the double. If you're trying to cover the double, I don't know. Maybe you just need more practice, but you weren't going to get to the ball. Sometimes what you can do on doubles is just assume that they're going to miss, just get to net, turn around, or assume that they're going to get a weak hit or something, and then just play the rebound. That's crazy that you even got a finger on that. You need to make your decision earlier. You missed all those pads. Here, you get this pad. You don't need to use it. You get one pad and you immediately burn it, and you need to get this pad, and then you need to swing around to get this pad. And if you did that, you'd be here with 36 boost now, and you're beating that dude to the ball, or at least 50 from every time. Or you'd have a better angle and see that Colin went, so you didn't have to go too. That's a great shot. It was just all of our defensive mistakes that led to them getting that pass off. It looks like you just stopped flip canceling. Maybe you flip canceled late, I don't know. It's a great play. Kickoff goal, looks like they answer with their own kickoff goal here. This might be the one that goes straight to the net. Oh, no. Oh yeah, it is, off the sidewall. Yep. When this happens and the ball goes that way, and Colin's kind of in front of you anyway, if you turn with the ball here, there's nothing that you're going to cover. You're going to be going near post, and all the boost is going to be gone. Instead, you could maybe turn this way and grab pad, 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 and kind of support the midfield area here, be in the new back post, and it'd be a much more comfortable position. I like that bump. It's huge. This is good. You need to not flip into this. I don't know if you thought it was going in. Just let that ball bounce. You don't know if it's going to bounce up or out. Let it bounce, and then you can just react accordingly. If that bounces up, you just catch it on your car and you get a possession. But instead, you're just going to flip into it and you give it away. They kind of fake you out there, too. It's a little bit of panic because you had a rough touch. I can tell you're just staring at the ball right here rather than keeping an eye on the opponents. And one, even if you jumped, that's fine. By this moment, you should be able to tell that they didn't go. So you probably shouldn't have flipped. You could just float, let yourself land, or turn upside down, use your neutral jump to get back down. But you just kind of flip into it and give it away. At least you do get a bump. I like that. You're a little bit too close right here. You can't react to anything. You need to swing, grab this pad, and then you'll be in a better position here. If you're here on this 50. Then you can react to whatever's going on. You're a little bit too close as last man. Touch is okay. You might have been able to take a soft touch and get a second touch, but it still worked out to be a good pass. You can be closer on this ball to pressure it. You like, if you're here right now, because if you're here and he booms that over your head, like he can't hit it hard enough to score it from there and hit a complete banger. So you just need to read that play, that you have time to push up, and then if he hit this weak touch, you could have stolen the ball. But instead you just turn all the way back and let them fumble with no punishment. Like this. There's no need to air roll here. I think you air roll a little bit too much sometimes, and you're going to do it at the last second. Just keep boosting into that ball. And then air roll for the recovery afterwards. There's no need to air roll on this. Let's see this again. You could dive at that ball. You're first man. You could dive, or you can at least just drive challenge. You didn't even have to dive at the ball. Just drive at it, maybe get a bump on him, swing through, maybe get a bump on somebody else, and then swing out wide to back post. You can't afford to turn back in right there. Now you're awkward. Where if you just kept the rotation and you're swinging out this way, like look how you barely made it back to back post. Yeah, you got a bump, but you're so awkward now. Luckily, your teammates cleared the ball for you. Like this is fine. I like this. Now you swing through, get a demo, grab boost. Nice. That's unfortunate. Your dive was fine. And it's also not your fault. And it's the last 30 seconds of the game. Like, you guys just need to send everything, so not too big of a deal. It's a decent kickoff. Didn't work out too well, but the way you did it was good. Oftentimes on these backboard clears, you don't want to flip. Or if you do flip, you want to side flip. But when you front flip, it just kind of stops your card completely because you're not pointing anywhere but up. If you side flip or diagonal flip, it just seems to hit the ball a little bit harder. Or just don't flip, and then your card will keep going to the ceiling, and you can recover off the ceiling. But, I mean, the rest of this game's kind of a wash. It's 1-5, no big deal. But I think if you just keep, like, do more drive challenges, force the ball to get to your teammates, and swing wide afterwards. I think that's what you need to do more of. And other times you were just a little bit too far back. Like, I think it might just come down to reading the situation, try to recognize what is possible with the play. Like that one scenario where they didn't really have the opportunity to boom it and you turned way too far away, and then you challenged afterwards and then they beat you. Where if you just stayed close and kind of shadowed, you could have been there to punish any sort of mistake and you just weren't there. So I think if you work on stuff like that, it'll be a lot better. I know there's a lot of nerves. You guys are playing in the finals, but we just need to be a little bit cleaner on a lot of those. You did tend to boom the ball away, like, and flip into it almost every time. And a lot of those weren't bad, but I'd also recommend you pushing yourself to try to possess those a little bit more. Again, I know it's high stakes and usually you want to take the safer option, but just overall in general, if you do get more comfortable enough to start possessing those, maybe pop it up for an air dribble, or even just don't flip into it, take one touch off the wall, jump off the wall and hit it again. Those types of touches will really go a long way. But overall, yeah, you're improving a lot, and yeah, looking forward to this last chance qualifier for nationals. We got this.